Good morning. Today we're out and about in Devon. So starting at near Lynton, near the Valley of Rocks, heading towards Watersmeet and back to Lynmouth, and then back, and we'll have a good proper look around the Valley of Rocks then. So yes, lovely day. Let's go on. So this is the Valley of Rocks. Amazing place for a cricket ground. But we're going to be walking away from here back towards Lynton. Through the woods, and now we're dropping down, skirting around Lynton. You can just see the sea. It's always nice to do. So we come through Lynton and we're down. I guess this will be the West Lynn, and a little footbridge over the river and back into the woods. So we're now back walking through I think it's the Watersmeet estate, climbing up through the woods. Welcome bit of shade. Miles to Watersmeet. That's where we're heading. So that's the river valley down there in the woods. Quite a view down there. Trees look like broccoli. Quite a few insects out today. Some of the group are getting bitten. Luckily, they don't like the taste of me at the moment. Beautiful bit of woodland. Birch and oak. There we are, Watersmeet Cafe. That'll be our lunch stop. Okay, so we're now leaving Watersmeet, and the next section of the route, basically following the river down to Lynmouth. Okay, so this path, although it follows the river, comes up quite high into the woods. So you can hear the river below you, but you don't see it that often yet. Although we are going back down, so maybe this next section we'll get more views of it. So we stayed the same side of the river as the Watersmeet Cafe. I think if you cross the river and walk down that side, you walk alongside it more closely, a bit more, and then it crosses back to this side later on, which I think we've missed out a bit. Still see the river below us. So we're back down by the river now. Yeah, nice to be by the water. Has that cooling effect even if you're not in it. Not far from Lynmouth now. Start to see some houses. The river looks pretty calm now, but in 1952 there's a terrible flood here where there's heavy rains. I think something like 9 inches of rain fell within 24 hours up on Exmoor, and all the water came flooding down into the town. Over 100 buildings were destroyed and several bridges. I think 34 people died. Yeah, and there's reminders of it at several places around the town. But today, I don't think we're getting any floods. So this is Lynmouth, pretty little town, and we could get an ice cream. We didn't get one at the National Trust place, queues were too big, so got one here. So you can walk up the cliffs, but there is an alternative, and we're going to take the alternative, which is, so this is the Cliff Railway, and built in 1890, and basically it works by gravity. 2 cars attached by a bit of wire. They fill one up with water at the top and empty one of water at the bottom, and then the heavy one comes down, the light one goes up, and then they rinse and repeat. Quite clever, really. I was good going, I think.
Oh, we set at this far end. We could be in.
You can see the tank filling up at the top, so this will get heavier. The one at the bottom will get lighter, and the cycle will repeat.
No, the ground up that drive, 2 behind that.
There we are. And then you get to the top, and the views don't disappoint. Try it out. So from the top of the Cliff Railway, you come out, walk round into Lynton, and then back down and around, find the little road that takes you back over the railway, and then you go back on the path, heading for the Valley of Rocks. And the cliff path comes out of the woods. This is the Valley of Rocks. Hold on to your hats, it's a bit windy. Oh, fantastic views. Great little rocky ridge to climb along. So there we are, back at the Valley of the Rocks. Unfortunately, we had to cut the walk short a bit at the end there. I think we missed the best bit. But never mind. Anyway, I will leave the route as normal and see you next time.